Hello, my name's Fran Siravogel. I'm one of the Handmade Parade artists. Welcome to our workshop. I'm going to show you how to make a cardboard headdress. But first of all, I thought I'd take you for a quick spin around the workshop. There we go, back again. So here are some examples of some of the headdresses we've done in the past. We've got, as you can see here, we've got like a headband. I'll show you later how to make a basic headband. Here we have a little beaver. There's a lovely polar bear. Here we have hippopotamus, a lovely lion. Here we have an owl as well. The eyes of this one is like part of a cake tray, ribbons, bits of fabric, shiny plate, dishes there from cupcakes. To make a simple headdress, these are some of the materials you will need. Cardboard cereal box, an old shoe box is fine too. Some staples, a stapler, scissors, pens, and then glue. You could use a glue stick, PVA glue. If you happen to have a glue gun, they're really good as well for decorating purposes. You can use any paint you've got left over, poster paint, acrylics, even emulsion paint. These takeaway containers are good for mixing paint up. I'm going to show you how to make this hedgehog headdress. So it's a simple shape, decorated with spikes, painted, and it's on one of our headbands. So this is the basis of all our headdresses that we make at Handmade Parade, made out of cardboard, measured around the head and held together with staples. First you'll need to make a couple of strips, cut open your boxes, and you can use a ruler to draw some straight lines. It needs to be roughly 4 centimetres. So if your strips aren't long enough, just join them together and staple them in place. I'm just going to show you how to fit your headband onto the person who'll be wearing the mask. So this is what it looks like, and it should fit like so. It should sit on the eyebrows and be crisscrossed over the top to attach your headdress to. So if you get the strips that you've made, and again try and put them on the eyebrows and measure them round the head so it's a snug fit. Hold it in place. So I grab my hair. Hold it in place, and then with your stapler, staple it a couple of times. There. If you do it so the staples are facing outwards, then it's not going to catch the hair as it goes on. So you can cut off a bit of extra, and that should be a really nice fit. The next bit, you get another strip, you measure it from the front, measure it while it's on the head, go up and over the head and measure it to the back. Again, you can take it off and then staple those in place, making sure the sharp bits of the staples are sticking out. In my example, I've done another one to cross over. You can do that in the same way. Next, we need to make the head shape. This is what it's going to look like. So here you can see I've bent it and decorated it, so that's what it's going to look like. So to make this shape, first of all you need to get a couple of pieces of paper. We're just going to glue them together to make it big enough, and then fold the paper in half. Next we're going to draw the shape of the template. Make sure the fold is going to be the centre of the head when you open it out, and start by drawing a nice rounded shape going down. And we're just going to put 2 triangles here which are going to flap over and be joined. That's going to be the neck. Just cut out your template. Next, get your piece of large cardboard, place your template in the centre, draw around it and cut it out. Next we need to make 2 slits near the top of your head. If you use your template again, we can fold it in half, cut the slits, and then when you open it, they'll be evenly spread out. Now we need to put some marks on where we're going to bend the cardboard to give your head a basic shape. You can use the back of your pen or a pencil just to push down on the cardboard to make some ridges, and then that will allow the cardboard to bend in those places. I'm now going to soften the cardboard just to give it some more natural curves. You can do this by squeezing the cardboard and bending it over. Attach the ears using staples or glue gun, or you can even use a Pritt stick. That's your basic shape of the head done. Next, we're going to start making some of the spikes to turn him into a hedgehog. Get your cardboard box and cut it open. We're going to cut some long triangles to turn into the spikes. So start with a strip as long as you want your spikes to be, and then cut zigzags to get your long triangles out. If you want shorter ones, cut a thinner strip, and then you can cut smaller triangles out. If it's easier for you, use a ruler and draw some guidelines first. They just need to be rough, so just draw some zigzag lines along your strip and then you can cut them out. To shape your spikes, just cut a small slit along the length, and then again squeeze the cardboard, which softens it and it allows it to bend, and then overlap where the slit is and put a staple in its place. And you can see there it's got a nice bend and shape to it. You're going to need lots of spikes for your hedgehogs, so cut out lots out of the cardboard and get them all prepped up, ready to be stuck on the head in one go. Do different sizes to give a bit of variation and interest. You'll need quite a few spikes, so prep up lots ready to be stuck on. I've used 2 different sizes for a bit of variation. Now you're ready with your basic shape and all your spikes are ready to be attached. I'm going to start placing the longer ones near the back. I'm going to staple these on, but you could as easily use a glue stick, PVA glue, or if you've got a glue gun, you can use a glue gun. I'm just going to use a glue gun to finish this off as it's faster, but using PVA glue or a glue stick will work just as well. go, it's really starting to look like a hedgehog now. Now we just need some eyes. So for the eyes, you can use round things to draw around. You could draw straight onto the head. There's a lid here as well you could use, or some coloured card. You can draw around that, cut it out and fit that on after. Your hedgehog is ready to start to decorate. In my example, I've painted the head and the ears, giving a bit of light and dark shade. So use any paints that you can get hold of, emulsion, poster paint, acrylics, even powder paint, and get them all mixed up to a colour that you're happy with. Use a couple of different brushes for shading. You can mix up some dark colours and some lighter colours and enjoy painting your mask. Make the eyes really come alive by just adding a little speck of white, and suddenly it looks a lot more 3D. I've just added a small rim of a lighter colour and that makes it look a bit more 3D. Here's another example I've done using a slightly different technique. I've left the background cardboard and then I've printed on texture using the edge of a piece of cardboard. For this second example, I wanted to have a different colour spikes, so I found some old gold wrapping paper on another thin piece of cardboard. Just cover it completely in glue. I'm using glue stick, but you can use PVA as well. And stick on your decorative paper. When the glue's dried, cut out your spikes as before and get them all prepped, ready to be stuck on your head. When your headdress is finished, you're ready to attach the headband that you prepared earlier. Turn your mask over and get your headband in position. I like to tilt the head so it's covering the face a little bit and just staple on your headband to the side. You could also try using collage to colour and texture the spikes. Get some cardboard, cover it completely in glue. You can use glue stick or PVA glue. I've used torn up tissue paper, which I'll just place randomly. You could also try texturing. Here I've used bubble wrap. I've painted on the paint in a thin layer and then turned it upside down and printed it on. Again, wait until the texture's dry and then cut out your spikes. You could also try a combination of printing and collage, using found objects dipped into paint and printed to give different techniques. I'm just going to show you some very simple costume ideas that you can add. So with the hedgehog I made loads of extra gold spikes, and I'm just going to make a simple cape. I found this black material, I think it's a blackout blind, so I've folded it in half and then cut out a bit at the top for around my neck, and then a nice round semicircle shape. I've got some ribbons which I'm going to attach so I can tie it around my neck to form a cape, and then I'll use the spikes to decorate. You could also use collage as a simple technique for a costume. I've got an old long sleeve t-shirt here which I'm going to use as a base, so I'm just going to lay it out nice and flat. I've got an old bit of cardboard here. I'm just going to put it in between the two layers of fabric so that any gluing won't glue the t-shirt closed. So that's now ready to start collaging. I've been collecting lots of different fabrics and cut them into strips. There's ribbons here, there's bits of old fabric I've cut up, there's some bits of hessian, and there's even some cardboard shredded packaging that I received in a parcel recently. That's really nicely textured that I'm going to use. You could also try a simple printing technique. I've got a white t-shirt here which I'm going to do some simple printing on. I'm going to make a really simple printing block using these sponges. I'm going to cut some spiky shapes for my hedgehog and then use different paint to print on the t-shirt with. If the t-shirt's only going to be worn once for a costume, you can use any paint. We use poster paint sometimes and just mix in a little bit of PVA glue, and then it makes it a better consistency to print with. You can use emulsion paint, acrylic paint, all sorts. So here we have the finished costume. I've got my hedgehog headdress and my spiky cape. I hope you enjoyed doing the workshop and that you've been inspired. Remember, it doesn't have to be just a hedgehog. You can use any animals from the British wildlife. So use your imaginations, try lots of different techniques and have lots of fun. I can't wait to see some of your ideas. Okay, see you soon, bye.